Evaluation of. Thank you for allowing me to present today on my evaluation of educator outcomes of teaching social emotional learning, mindfulness, and life skills. As I was writing this dissertation, I came across the following quote from Jack Canfield that captures the essence of my study very well. One of the most powerful ways to learn anything is to teach it to others. It forces you to clarify your ideas, confront inconsistencies in your own thinking, and more closely walk your talk. But most importantly, it requires you to read, study, and speak the information over and over again. The resulting repetition reinforces your own learning. And that brings me to my why. My purpose for this study was to increase program awareness and influence policy change. School boards and elected officials should be made aware of the benefits teaching SEL, mindfulness, and life skills to students has on educators. This research provides valuable insights into how these curricula can positively impact teachers, enhancing the classroom environment and student achievement. The rationale for this study stems from my personal and professional experiences with social emotional learning, mindfulness, and life skills curricula. Through these insights, I aim to alleviate teacher burnout while supporting student performance and well-being. My goal is to advocate for SEL program awareness and policy change within the educational community. By adding my data to the existing body of research, I will promote the inclusion of SEL curricula in schools to benefit both students and educators. I will urge local, state, and federal educational and governmental entities to consider these findings while drafting legislation that benefits the educational community. The primary research question was, what effect does teaching SEL to students have on educators? Secondary questions investigated the following. What are the professional outcomes for teachers instructing SEL, mindfulness, and life skills curricula? And what are the personal outcomes for teachers instructing SEL, mindfulness, and life skills curricula? And finally, how does teaching SEL affect teacher burnout? I reviewed literature on the impact of SEL, mindfulness, and life skills education on students and educators, focusing on teacher burnout and its prevention. These are the findings I found that were most pertinent. Social emotional learning through mindfulness offers significant benefits for both educators and students. According to the American Psychological Association, mindfulness involves awareness of one's internal states and surroundings, helping individuals observe their thoughts and emotions without judgment. Research by Kim et al. 2021 shows that educators who practice and model SEL skills experience reduced burnout and improved well-being. Mindfulness training also has proven effective in addressing teacher stress and burnout. Cheng et al. 2022 found that mindfulness enhances present moment awareness, improves emotional regulation, and fosters better relationships between teachers and students. This training allows educators to manage work-related stress more effectively, leading to healthier classroom environments. Professional development is crucial for the growth of educators. Teaching educators how to implement and teach SEL, mindfulness, and life skills promotes healthier school environments and can reduce teacher burnout. Donahue, Keegan et al. 2019 emphasized that training in emotional awareness prepares pre-service teachers for the complex school environments that they're going to face, enhancing their ability to engage with students and foster social emotional development. Structured professional development programs positively impact both teachers and students. Akavan et al. 2021 noted that teachers receiving structured mindfulness training report improved job satisfaction and student achievement. Schonert, Reichel et al. 2017 suggested making SEL training a requirement for teacher certification. Jones and Ali 2021 point out that districts such as Atlanta Public Schools have already embraced SEL training for teachers, students, and staff, recognizing its value for personal and professional growth. Teachers can positively impact students through mindfulness and SEL training. Cesar et al. 2018 found that teachers who participated in loving kindness meditation reported less stress and higher empathy. Heightened empathy allows teachers to be mindful of external factors affecting student behavior, which then promotes kindness and compassion and strengthens student-teacher relationships. All of that enhances academic achievement and school climate. Ava et al. 2017 highlighted that students learn from observing teachers modeling emotional well-being. Klingbeil and Renshaw 2018 noted that reductions in educator distress lead to positive changes in classroom climate and instructional delivery, resulting in elevated academic outcomes. And finally, Frank et al. 2016 emphasized that self-regulated behaviors associated with mindfulness enable teachers to focus on student needs without being distracted by other tasks. Mindfulness and SEL show promise in limiting teacher burnout. Oliveira et al. 2021 discussed how SEL interventions enhance teachers' ability to teach social emotional competencies, improving relationships with students and reducing anxiety, depression, and emotional exhaustion. Ava et al. 2017 noted that teachers experience fewer feelings of burnout and enhanced self-compassion when engaged in mindfulness and SEL practices. Other studies support these findings. Pinthong 2021 found that a 6-week online mindfulness training course reduced stress and increased awareness among the participants. Zarate et al. 2019 stated that mindfulness interventions decrease stress, anxiety, burnout, and depression for educators. Schussler et al. 2018 synthesized results from various studies on teacher burnout, highlighting improved adaptive emotion regulation and decreased psychological distress through the implementation of SEL and mindfulness interventions. There are many SEL and life skills curricula available to choose from. I will provide a brief overview of a few, starting with the Care for Teachers program, which was evaluated by Jennings et al. 2017 and showed significant positive effects in adaptive emotion regulation and mindfulness among teachers. The program led to improvements in managing emotions, mindfulness, and reduced psychological distress, enhancing the quality of classroom interactions. The CALM program, evaluated by Harris et al. 2016, improved educators' social emotional competence and overall well-being. Participants showed significant improvement in mindfulness and emotional functioning, reduced burnout, and improved classroom management. Breathe for Change, founded by Dr. Alana Nankin, offers transformational training designed by educators for educators, enhancing collective well-being and improving educational outcomes. According to Nankin, 2016, teacher well-being is directly linked to student social, emotional, and academic outcomes. Breathe for Change offers programs for individuals, schools, and districts, and over 15,000 educators have become certified through their trainings, which include social emotional learning, mindfulness, and yoga. The Leader in Me program, based on Stephen Covey's 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, empowers students with leadership and life skills. Jones et al. 2021 highlighted the program's positive influence on school climate, teacher well-being, and student-teacher relationships. Villaris et al. 2023 noted that schools using Leader in Me reported higher rates of job satisfaction and instructional effectiveness. These programs demonstrate the significant benefits that structured professional development in SEL and mindfulness offers educators and students. The findings underscore the importance of integrating SEL and mindfulness into professional development, highlighting their transformative potential for creating supportive educational environments. Now we're going to move into the methodology and the research design. My study aimed to ascertain educator outcomes from teaching SEL, mindfulness, and life skills to students. An impact evaluation with a knowledge focus was best suited for this study in support of the goals of program awareness and policy change. According to Patent 2008, an impact evaluation investigates direct and indirect program impacts on participants and the community. Patent 2008 describes a knowledge focus as aiming to learn from the experience to inform future efforts. The key participants in this study were teachers and staff from the schools under study. All 142 teachers, 4 academic coaches, and 4 school counselors were invited to participate. These educators were trained in the Leader in Me program, making their perspectives particularly relevant. A mixed methods approach was used for data collection. Participants self-selected to complete the survey, providing quantitative data, and they had the option to participate in interviews for qualitative data. The survey and interview questions were similarly structured, allowing for more in-depth responses on the surveys. The survey gathered quantitative data from 32 participants using a 4-point Likert type scale for 15 of the questions, with an additional open-ended question for interview recruitment. Participants signed electronically, and the surveys were anonymous. 5 educators, including teachers, counselors, and an academic coach, participated in semi-structured interviews. Interviews were conducted via Zoom, recorded with their permission, and based on open-ended questions related to the survey. Quantitative data was gathered using Google Forms and analyzed through graphs and charts. Interviews were transcribed and reviewed to identify repeated themes, integrating qualitative patterns with quantitative data for a balanced overview. Ethical guidelines from the National Louis University Institutional Research Review Board and the American Educational Research Association were followed. Informed consent was obtained and confidentiality was maintained through pseudonyms and secure data storage. Limitations included the small sample size of 2 schools and a focus on 1 curriculum, Leader in Me. Future studies will benefit from more participants, more schools, and a varied SEL program. More programs to be looked at, and that will definitely enhance future research. The surveys revealed that the majority of educators and participants recognized the significant benefits from their exposure to SEL, mindfulness, and life skills curricula, reporting improved teaching effectiveness, enhanced student outcomes, and reduced stress and burnout. Survey question 1 asked educators to rate the statement, "Social emotional learning is important for my students." The results were overwhelmingly positive, with 84.4% agreeing or strongly agreeing. Another notable question was survey question 2. It asked if educators felt they were better teachers when modeling the 7 habits in the classroom. Here, an even higher percentage of 90% were positive, highlighting the perceived value and effectiveness of SEL and life skills among teachers. The interview findings mirrored the survey results and provided additional context and detail. Recurring themes included stress reduction, enhanced collaboration and communication skills, time management development, and a growth mindset. Educators discussed how the 7 habits contributed to stress reduction and promoted accountability through planning and organization. Collaboration and communication skills were also significantly impacted. Habits 4, 5, and 6 promote seeking mutual understanding and working towards win-win situations and solutions together. Interviewees highlighted the importance of effective communication with coworkers. One educator said, synergizing with coworkers and working collectively for the greater good of the team has highly enhanced our collaboration and communication. The survey data supported these insights, showing 81.3% positive responses regarding the impacts habits 4, 5, and 6 had on collaboration with colleagues and coworkers. The alignment between interview insights and survey data was further evident in discussions about the impact of the 7 habits on personal relationships and time management. Interviewees shared personal experiences of using the 7 habits to improve communication and reduce anxiety, emphasizing planning and goal setting. One educator shared a pretty interesting story about how using the 7 habits, they were able to help their daughter manage her anxiety about transitioning from high school to college by organizing her tasks and understanding her stress, which significantly improved her process and ended up enriching their relationship. This sentiment was echoed in the survey data, where 81.3% of participants agreed that using and modeling habits 1, 2, 3, and 7 limited their stress and burnout. The findings suggest that SEL and mindfulness and life skills, teaching these skills to students has significant positive effects on educators, both professionally and personally. Educators reported reduced stress and anxiety, improved collaboration and communication, and enhanced time management skills. These benefits contribute to a more positive classroom environment and better relationship with students, colleagues, and families. Participants detailed how teaching social emotional learning fostered a growth mindset and a desire for personal and professional improvement. This aligns with the scholarly research, which indicates that mindfulness and SEL practices can help limit teacher burnout and improve overall well-being. For example, Oliveria et al. 2021 discussed how SEL interventions show promising results in reducing anxiety, depression, and emotional exhaustion among teachers. In conclusion, the results of this study indicate that teaching SEL, mindfulness, and life skills curricula to students benefits educators personally and professionally. These benefits include reduced stress, improved collaboration and communication skills, and better work-life balance. The findings support the inclusion of SEL programs in schools to enhance the well-being of both students and educators. Wagner et al. 2006 indicated that leaders must consider 4 areas to create change in organizations. It's referred to as the 4 C's: context, culture, conditions, and competencies. The purpose of this framework is to improve teaching and learning by focusing on these core categories. I'm going to discuss how the 4 C's exist now and how ideally they will exist in the future through an as-is, to-be structured model. Data was collected at 2 public charter schools located in the same building, implementing the Leader in Me program for 9 years. The faculty and staff were diverse in ethnicity and age, with a strong female majority. Despite strong SEL support within the school and district, broader political challenges exist, with some states seeking to limit or ban SEL. However, all 50 states currently have some form of SEL competencies, indicating at least a willingness for accepting of these curricula. At the schools under study, Leader in Me is deeply embedded with teachers and students using the 7 habits regularly. However, not all educators recognize the personal benefits of social emotional learning and life skills. So there's a varying level of enthusiasm and integration into personal context. The schools dedicate significant resources to training all staff and Leader in Me, including regular coaching sessions and support from dedicated teachers and coordinators. However, educator buy-in varies, especially among newer teachers. More time and experience with SEL curricula will promote its usage with fidelity. Training in SEL curricula is essential for efficacy. Leader in Me provides comprehensive training to new and returning staff, but continual professional development is necessary to maintain and enhance their competencies. Educators need ongoing support to effectively teach and model SEL, mindfulness, and life skills. In a successful future, all schools will fully embrace SEL, mindfulness, and life skills curricula. Depoliticizing these components, raising awareness of the benefits, and making them affordable for all schools is definitely key. It is worth repeating. Depoliticizing social emotional learning programs and making them affordable and accessible to all schools is crucial. Legislative and community support, consistent funding, and strong partnerships with local businesses and organizations will be essential. SEL goals, standards, and benchmarks will be standardized. Terminology will also be standardized based on focus groups and a clear understanding of what best resonates among diverse communities and groups. A clear understanding and acceptance of SEL, mindfulness, and life skills are necessary among all stakeholders. Providing continual training for educators will benefit them personally and professionally, building a culture of empathy and emotional intelligence. There will be a culture that acknowledges that SEL benefits all stakeholders in schools and communities. Creating a structure that supports SEL, mindfulness, and life skills requires sufficient time, resources, and expert training. Affirming accountability measures will be created. Affirming accountability measures can be created, implemented, and used with fidelity. The whole school and community will develop reciprocal relationships rooted in advancement, encouragement, and celebration. Providing diverse and continual training opportunities for educators is essential. Regular assessments and feedback will help refine these programs to meet evolving needs, and incorporating engaging and innovative training methods and technologies will definitely enhance the learning experience for educators. Having discussed the as-is and ideal to-be state of SEL, mindfulness, and life skills, I will now examine that information from a broader perspective. Using Kotter's 8-step change model from his 2012 book, Leading Change, I will bridge the as-is and the to-be framework with a series of strategies and actions using best practices in organizational theory, professional development, policy analysis, leadership, and communication strategies. Leaders must emphasize the immediate need for comprehensive SEL programs. They will present robust evidence from research showing how SEL enhances academic performance and alleviates teacher burnout. Leaders will highlight the critical gaps by engaging key stakeholders in conversations about the existing disparities in SEL implementation, launching targeted, widespread support and understanding of SEL's benefits. Leaders will form a diverse coalition, including state educational leaders, district administrators, principals, teachers, SEL experts, parents, and community members. This coalition will collaborate to craft a compelling vision for SEL integration. The coalition will ensure the vision's sustainability by seeking bipartisan support from legislators and securing funding through professional organizations. To develop the vision, leaders will organize workshops and brainstorming sessions to gather diverse perspectives. They will focus on identifying the core values and principles that should underpin SEL initiatives. Leaders will draft a vision statement that emphasizes inclusivity, equity, and holistic development, guiding strategies for widespread implementation. Engaging all stakeholders, including teachers, parents, and students, ensures the vision is comprehensive. Effective communication of the vision is vital. Leaders will use meetings, emails, newsletters, social media, and community forums to reach a wide audience. They must model SEL behaviors, demonstrating their commitment, providing regular updates on SEL initiatives, the progress, and creating feedback loops for educators, students, and parents so that they can share experiences and suggestions will definitely benefit the process. Sharing success stories and case studies will inspire confidence and support. Leaders will remove obstacles by addressing political resistance and emphasizing SEL's universal benefits. They will secure diverse funding sources, including federal and state grants, private donations, and they'll create partnerships with not-for-profits. Revising job descriptions, performance evaluations, and compensation systems that align with SEL goals is necessary as well. Providing comprehensive training and mentorship programs will support educators, and appointing change leaders will maintain focus and momentum. Leaders will create short-term wins to maintain momentum and motivation. They will conduct regular surveys to gauge educator satisfaction with SEL training and monitor changes in teacher turnover and classroom climate. Implementing specific SEL activities or even pilot programs in select classrooms will help. Assessing educators' confidence in delivering SEL curriculum and celebrating these wins publicly will reinforce progress and sustain enthusiasm. Building on initial successes involves conducting thorough analysis after each short-term win to identify success factors and, probably more importantly, areas for improvement. Leaders will set new, progressively ambitious goals to maintain momentum. Fostering an environment of continuous improvement by regularly seeking and acting upon feedback is necessary. Recruiting new change agents and leaders will bring innovative perspectives and energy, which will also sustain the process. And finally, for SEL to have a lasting impact, it must become an integral part of the school culture. Leaders will consistently communicate progress and success stories related to social emotional learning. They will integrate SEL values into hiring and training processes and publicly recognize key contributors. Creating plans for leadership continuity will ensure SEL initiatives are sustained over the long term, benefiting both educators and students. Implementing comprehensive SEL programs involves significant economic, political, legal, moral, and ethical considerations. Economically, while the initial training and implementation costs are substantial, the long-term benefits include reduced teacher burnout and improved student outcomes. Politically, engaging in dialogue with policymakers and reaffirming social emotional learning to resonate across the political spectrum is essential. Legal compliance with existing education laws and addressing potential challenges in the future will be necessary. Morally and ethically, ensuring equitable access to these programs is paramount. With the knowledge that these curricula benefit students and educators, leaders are morally and ethically responsible for advocating for their inclusion in all schools. The culmination of this dissertation and presentation reflects a comprehensive exploration and evaluation of SEL, mindfulness, and life skills curricula within educational settings. My personal experience teaching these subjects has profoundly inspired and motivated this research. my journey has exemplified the significant positive impacts available to other educators on both personal and professional levels. Writing this dissertation offered many opportunities for leadership lessons and personal growth. As it turns out, writing a dissertation on the outcomes for educators who teach social emotional learning, mindfulness, and life skills, well, it actually requires a lot of personal growth, mindfulness, and life skills. Therefore, my big takeaway or leadership lesson is that I must continue to learn what I teach and practice what I preach. This can be done by acknowledging my successes, including this presentation today, also finishing this dissertation, and considering where I can grow personally and professionally in the future as well. This reaffirms to me that leaders must be self-reflective, aspiring to do and be better personally and professionally, and that they act and live with integrity. So thank you all so very much for your time and attention and for being here and sharing this momentous moment with me. Thank you very much.
Very nice, Gary. Yay.